Let me welcome our panelists, all of whom are as deeply troubled as all of us are by the situation in South Sudan. The reason for this being the first hearing of this committee of the new year is the hope that our attention can send a message to all parties in the Sudan that a ceasefire, a continuing ceasefire, a political solution and reconciliation is critical for U.S. long-term assistance, and in doing so, hopefully, we can save lives. We have many questions about the direction in which this young nation is headed and the greater implications of the conflict, and I hope our panelists will provide us with deeper insights into the situation on the ground, which I might add in a different context underscores the importance of Congress moving quickly on embassy security, with our embassy in Juba operating at severely reduced capacity as a result of the violence. Looking back, the United States government and members of this committee were hopeful that when we strongly supported South Sudan's independence in 2011. After decades of war with the Sudanese government, the people of South Sudan voted in favor of self-determination and the chance to create an inclusive, democratic, prosperous society. And they were united towards that goal. Now that ideal is in jeopardy. Over 1,000 people have been killed, more than 194,000 have been displaced, and humanitarian conditions will surely deteriorate as access to conflict areas diminishes. I think we can all agree that it is absolutely necessary that to avoid a downward spiral into further ethnic violence and chaos, all armed elements must cease hostilities immediately. A continuation of violence will only jeopardize future U.S. engagement and further U.S. assistance. Having said that, there is some sign for hope and reason for some optimism. I commend the Intergovernmental Authority for Development and other African leaders for successfully arranging negotiations in Ethiopia. And I commend President Kiir and former Vice President Machar for sending delegations to talk in Addis Ababa. At the end of the day, there's only one option. Let me reiterate Secretary Kerry's remarks, that all parties must make serious efforts to seek an inclusive political solution. Today's panelists are here to help us better understand the road to that political solution, the broader implications of the current crisis. We hope to gain insight into the nature of the rebellion. Are the units cohesive? Are they fragmented? How much does Machar have, control does he have over rebel forces? I would hope our panelists can provide answers to the basic questions before us. What is the danger of the violence spiraling out of control? What are the underlying political and ethnic grievances that must be addressed? What are the most immediate humanitarian needs? What can the United States do to play a role towards the long and short-term and long-term reconciliation? And what should that reconciliation look like? With that, let me turn to Senator Corker for